So what is the crux? And if you ask them, they would talk about build your stamina. You should definitely have people who have a lot of enthusiasm for running marathons, because you need to get inspiration from them. And most importantly, you need to learn how you want to survive in this long journey. And and then comes, very important tactics and all. And but if anyone says what is the pinnacle, what is the most important factor, you would say, and people will talk about patience. Having that patience and having that attitude that yes, no, I want to reach to my goal. I want to have that character that I want to go over there, because it's a long process. It's not that at a moment I will reach over there. Similarly, if you think about your life, it's all about, if someone has to win the marathon, then he has to get his foundations correct. Similarly, in life also, we have to get our foundations very right. What is the foundation? What are our beliefs on which I'm do having this journey of life done? And because see, success and failure are parts of life which will always be there. You will have India winning test matches, and then suddenly you will see India losing as well, because win and loss is part of life. And similarly, in our life also, success and failure will be part. But if your foundation is very strong, then the most important factor is that you will have the right clarity to take right decisions at those junctures when things may not be going as you would have thought about, or when there are struggles, when are things which are not easy to handle. And there I see the biggest difference between people who have been practicing spirituality, who have been reading Bhagavad-Gita or doing mantra meditation. Because what it helps you is uh, get the good clarity in your mind, in your thought process, what to do. Because and I mean, very less of you would have heard about Simon Sinek, where he talks about that understand your why and then your what's will be right. So same way, when your why is correct, and that why is coming from the core knowledge of in the ancient wisdom literatures, the what's in also your life will go in the right direction. The choices that you will make will take you towards success, and you will build that grit inside you. So the grit that yes, I want to achieve something, I want to do this right. So that will come. You won't be looking for shortcuts. You will be basing yourself on the right character principles, and you will be going through the goal. And in that process, the happiness that you will get, you will cherish a lot. And that's the biggest difference which I see, that how during the testing circumstances, how during the challenges someone is taking that challenge and taking it in a positive way, moving ahead, or doing the right choices, in taking the right choices in their life. And the other part which I foresee is that the 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 ability to say yes to the right things. I mean, when I'm talking about choices, it is about your ability to say yes for the right things. Many times it's not easy, because it's very easy to get swayed away. Like you all are in the college, there will be exams, there will be placements and all. And many times it will be very easy that, hey, let me just bunk the classes, let me just do this, do that, just chill overnight, the late night chit chatters which happen with the college friends and all. So let me just be engaged in that. Why I have to look about following something which I planned, the timetable which I thought about that I'll be planning. But it's very easy to go over there, and then after a few days you realize, oh, I wasted couple of so much of my time. But then it doesn't stay long. So how you can have a habit to say, have the strength, the willpower, the determination to say yes to the right things. And that's where I see mantra meditation helping a lot. And I see a clear shift between people who are following and having these practices in their daily life, where they are able to do these things in a very affirmative way, in a very positive way in their life. And they are blissful.
Thank you, Anurag sir. So your answer was very crystal clear. You mentioned about how we should have a very strong foundation, and to build that strong foundation in your life, you found the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and mantra meditation very very helpful. If we have right foundation, then we'll have right clarity. You also told ki then we'll not look for shortcuts. So we'll be basing our life on strong principles of ethics and character. So thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful answer. Now, the second question which I would like to ask you is that you are a senior engineering manager in Microsoft. So generally, like managing people is a very sensitive task. I have seen my own manager in my own firm, so doing it very diligently and it requires a lot of maturity. So I just wanted to know from you, sir, that what help you have received from Bhagavad Gita in managing your subordinates and also in dealing with your other colleagues, and also in dealing with your other colleagues at workplace.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great question. Thanks for asking that. So, in fact, if you the amazing thing which I kind of relish about Bhagavad Gita is it is that episode of Mahabharata where Arjun is being coached. Arjun is in a situation where he is not able to understand what is right, what is wrong, and he is being coached. He is being guided by his very dear friend and Supreme Lord Krishna about the knowledge based on which he can decide what to do. If you see, manager's role is also very, as you said, very critical, because someone's career is dependent upon the actions that you take and the things that you speak. So what I have learned from it is, in fact, very much core to what is required to be a manager. A manager has got the roles of being a coach, being a mentor, uh, be giving the required care, specifically during COVID times. When people are challenged at different levels, being in remote scenarios, and providing the required care, providing the required care also in terms of guiding for their careers, how they can do good, how they can grow in their careers, and and definitely be a model for them. That is very important. Be a model because they look towards you on how you are behaving, how you are conducting yourself, as Apurv said, around what is how it is helping in the conduct with others. So they very much closely look into what is your character, what is your behavior with other colleagues, and what is your conduct towards them. And specifically, yes, there is something required for a manager and then a leader, because you may not be a manager, but you definitely you are a leader, because people are looking at you. So even from that perspective, the character and competence becomes very core part also of being a manager or being a leader. um, a- so I see that Bhagavad Gita corely talks about these things in the book. If you read the different sections of Bhagavad Gita, it shows how Arjuna is asking questions and how Krishna is responding to Arjuna, and the philosophy that Krishna is speaking over there. So you try to understand, oh, how you need to interact with people when they come to you, when they are in doubt, how you have to talk to them. Like, it's not that Krishna is directly telling Arjuna that, hey, you have to do this. No, Krishna is putting the knowledge in front of Arjun, and then based on the knowledge he is giving the option to Arjun that you decide now, what do you think is right. And that is an amazing part, where a manager, like, even the training which I'm getting over here in Microsoft, where they're talking about, hey, uh, listen. listen about the problems. And if you see in Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna is telling, entire first chapter, Krishna is just listening. Krishna has not spoken even one word over there. It's only Arjuna talking about, and Krishna is just listening, giving his ears to Arjuna. And then Krishna is going on, telling his part, and again continuing to listen. So if you see, this is an amazing thing that you learn. The second part that you learn from Bhagavad Gita, very importantly, is the human psychology, the or in fact, I would say that the root cause of the problems. And when you are actually understanding that when people are coming with issues to you, problems, you are able to assess, hey, what is the root cause, why they're having these problems. Because it may be that, a tree, a leaf is getting dried, but the problem is not that the leaf is getting dry, the water is not coming to the root, and that's where the nourishment is not happening. So what is the root cause, why they are facing that problem, what is exactly required to help them? You are able to assess that better. So I see Bhagavad Gita helping me, this knowledge helping me in providing right coaching to the people. And when it comes to, see, one part of coaching is definitely how they have to do deal and perform in the technical aspects, in their um collaboration aspects, in their work. And the second part is definitely it comes in the interpersonal skills, and more than that, in their own life. Sometimes, things which are, like, as I said, during COVID times, everyone is challenged in different ways. So how the problems that they are facing, are they able to come and open up? And in fact, the best part which I see is the uh, the kind of relationship that I'm able to maintain. People are able to open up to me that, hey, Anurag, I see that I'm getting into this problem, and how we can solve it. Can you help me do that? So that goes to show that I'm able to keep that channel open for them. It is not easy. It is a difficult part, because you have to understand and learn, as I said, what is actually required by the person. And so I see the knowledge kind of helping in that way. And definitely chanting, as I said, chanting definitely helps me a lot in focus, and getting the right clarity. First of all, it is, you are connecting via chanting, you are connecting to a higher dimension, the purity that it generates. And it's like, the the water in the river, right? I mean, uh, in general you will see it as clean, but if it is muddy and all, if you then you won't be able, it is not transparent. So similarly is our mind, our thought process also. If it is too much cluttered, it is too much muddy, we are not able to see, we are not able to drive our right vision, what needs to be done. And with this, as a leader, as I said, it is important, because I'm responsible for careers of people as well. I'm responsible for product decisions on how the product is performing in the market, what new things that we need to do in it. And to get that clarity, I see chanting really helps me a lot, because it settles things down, it keeps me calm, and then I can take my decisions in the right way, or provide the right guidance to take those decisions. So that's where I see this really helping me. And yeah, in fact, it helps everyone, even the leaders whom I listen to, I follow around, I see them applying these knowledge in their lives.
Thank you, Anurag sir. First you mentioned about ki how while dealing with others, people see our behavior, people see the values which we stand for. So I was remembering the shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Yad yad acharati shresha tatta devetaro jana. So whatever action a great man does, common man simply follows. That's very true. So you mentioned ki how we can see this principle working in action while we are at workplace. And you very beautifully mentioned that managing people is a very sensitive task, and we can learn this skill very nicely from Krishna, because Krishna is coaching Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. And the first principle when we deal with people, or when we are caring for people or coaching people, is that first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is that Arjuna is simply sharing his problems, and Krishna is simply listening those problems. And it is only in the second chapter when Krishna starts speaking and giving instruction and guidance. And third, very important thing you told, that in Bhagavad Gita we can see Krishna is not telling to Arjuna, okay, you must do this. No, he's giving the entire knowledge, and then he's giving the choice also to Arjuna. Okay, this is the knowledge. Now, based upon this, yathechasi tatha kuru. So, whatever you desire, you do accordingly. So, thank you, sir. So, that was a brilliant answer, brilliant insight. And lastly, I would like to ask any last tip of advice you would like to give to all the students over here?
Yeah, I think so. As we live our life, and I think all of the students, you are now in the college, and you would be looking back, to the things that you have done as a kid, and you would be laughing at yourself, hey, why I did that, or you kind of take joy, or you feel bad about your things around. So similarly, as you are growing ahead, this is kind of a ladder that you take ahead. So I very nicely remember one of the statements which kind of defines things for me is, don't just go through life, but grow through life. And you all have a really amazing opportunity where you have got your seniors, the help, mentors like Apurv, and so many of, as I was saying, that a marathon runner, he needs to get inspiration from other marathon runners, so he needs to be with them. So they are there, take inspiration from them, learn this very important knowledge of Bhagavatam. And if you see any leader around the world, who have talked about Bhagavad, everyone has shared that in any walk of life, whatever problems, whatever things that you are facing, there is a solution which is there, and that's the reality. In fact, um, so take this knowledge, imbibe this knowledge a lot, get the character and competence in your life as a very integral part, because as you will go through, there will be challenges coming, and all of you are leaders, all of us are leaders in different capacities. We talk about changing the world, we talk about creating an impact to many people, but in fact all of us at any given point of time, we are leaders, and we are impacting lives of many people around. In fact, even if someone is just a father or a mother, they are leaders for their kids, right? I mean, the kids are watching them. So as you grow as a leader, definitely make sure that you are imbibing these principles in a very good way. Chanting definitely helps. It is an amazing gift that we all have, which where you can tune yourself to a power in a higher dimension. It's a chanting of holy names of the Lord. This mantra meditation helps you sharpen your pencil each and every day, right? I mean, if you keep on writing with the pencil, it gets blunt. And as I said, see, we all are not perfect. We will have all this clutter going around, and but when you do chanting, everything just settles down, you get that clarity. And the same thing you will experience, and see, most importantly, consistency is the key. So if you are consistent in the practice, regularly read the knowledge which is there in the scriptures, listen to them, do this chanting, 15-20 minutes of chanting. If you are doing that, is really great. I really uh, I mean, I have experienced that bliss. I have experienced the benefit that I'm reaping, and not just me, it's so many around which I see, and even I take inspiration from. So have this, inculcate these things as a daily habit, as a consistent effort in your life. It is like the you are watering, the right things, the right ingredients, which will nourish you for a longer success. Because life is not, just that you will tap and you will achieve. No, there are a lot of things that that will come, which will be big challenges for you. So how you will cross them. So both these aspects, knowledge and clarity. So knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and clarity of mind via the chanting process will be very helpful. And I got to know that there is and that's a beauty of the great group that you all have, is that you're not only being talked about the knowledge, but also you are being given a very good technical expertise as well. I think all the seniors who are there for you over here, they are technically sound, so do take guidance from them around your studies, around your careers as well. And I think there is a event also, Apurv, you all are going to organize around this.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so I would really like to say that do take part, and that will really help you all a lot in the it's the education, right? I mean, Edu Festa, is that's the event which is being planned.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Edufista.
Yeah, so it's a feast, the feast of education. So feast on it, gain the knowledge, and really, I would say that I'm really thankful for Apurva for inviting me over here for this session, and I really feel all of you are in a I would say are really getting this good knowledge at the right time, because these are the building blocks of your journey, journey where you are going to become independent, you are going to drive your decisions in life. And just like it is said that you have to take care of a plant which is there in the growing time, giving the night right nourishment. Similarly, all of us, all of you, get this nice nourishment which will help you guide in your journey in a great way.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time. So, two quick questions are there in the chat box. I think we can take these are very small ones. So, Anand is asking, sir, have you read the entire Bhagavad Gita? And which publication would you suggest?
Oh yes, I think I have read the entire Bhagavad Gita, and I have read Bhagavad Gita as it is. So this is Bhagavad Gita, which is written by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Srila Swami Srila Prabhupada. So I have read that edition of Bhagavad Gita, and the reason was I felt it was uh, depicting the knowledge which is given with examples which are very much relevant to me. I felt, I mean, in fact, whomever I have interacting with, they have found the similar thing. So in case you want to read, I would recommend that you can read the same. It will really help you gain the right clarity. In fact, just today itself, when I was when I was talking to one of my teammates, not today, yesterday, one of the contexts around this, the very similar thing had come, where he had asked me, hey, which publication of Bhagavad Gita you are reading. So yeah, definitely try that out.
Okay, thank you, sir. And there is another question. Nishant is asking what the mantra of chanting. Uh,
Yeah, so Nishant, the mantra meditation is where you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So Apurv, are they familiar with the chanting overall, or?
yeah, yeah, they are. So
Okay. So I think Apur can guide you more around it separately as well. But I think, yeah, the mantra meditation, when we talk about, is where you have to chant the mantra and when you have to listen. So the best practice, which is that if it's possible, the best time is the morning time, where you can chant the mantra, and while you are chanting the Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, with closed eyes, focusing on the sound vibration, and that you will experience a great difference. In fact, I remember like during the college time when I had first started, we used to chant together. And I remember, the starting experience as well. When the first day when we had started few days, that we would be so we were so looking forward for that few minutes of the chanting together. So this is really amazing. Try it out. That will really help you.
Thank you, sir, for your time. We really like to thank sir for giving his time and his attention to all of us. So he has a very busy schedule, and still he took out time, and he interacted with all of us and gave us valuable guidance and association. So let's thank sir from the core of our hearts, and let's also invite sir for our future sessions. If sir can mercifully give us some of his time even in future also.